David Chipman, Biden's nominee to be director of the ATF, failed to disclose to the United States Senate Judiciary Committee that he did a communist hit piece regarding gun control, which helped the Chinese government cover up a major issue that happened in their schools. Sit by and watch this episode of Guns and Gadgets to learn more. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Joe Biden's pick for director of the ATF, David Chipman, whose nomination is all but dead. We're just really waiting for them to yank the carpet out. If they do that at all, they might just let it linger and save face. But he went, back in 2012, he went on the Chinese state-funded China Global Television Network when the Newtown shootings happened. And also the same day that the Newtown shootings happened in Connecticut, 23 children were stabbed in a school in China. But the Chinese government used this appearance by David Chipman on the Chinese network, pushing American gun control to basically censor out their own issues. So Chipman, in a way, helped the Chinese government cover up their stuff and directed attention towards American gun control on a Chinese network. So I'm going to thank you to Gun Owners of America for this clip I'm about to run through. This is the interview he did on this Chinese network, again, pushing gun control in America and helping the Chinese state cover up their mass stabbing. But he didn't disclose this, which is a big no-no. Watch this, and we'll be right back after that.
If the death toll is confirmed, Newtown would be the second worst U.S. shooting after the 32 that died at Virginia Tech in 2007. Friday's shooting is the third major gun attack in the U.S. in 2012. I'm now joined by David Chipman. He's a special agent at the U.S. Bureau of Firearms and Explosives. David, thank you for joining us. I've asked this question a few times already. What is the answer here?
Well, I think first today we have to reflect that the murder of 20 children is something that is unprecedented. And my 25 years at ATF, and I'm now retired and working for Mayors Against Illegal Guns, I think we need to reflect on this. This isn't something that's happened before. When I was digging through the rubble of Oklahoma City, where 19 children were killed, I thought that I would never see anything like that again. So my heart goes out to the families, but also those first responders and law enforcement who I will promise you will never be the same. I was never the same. And so today I think we have to think first about, is this going to be a senseless and meaningless act, or in the weeks to come, is our government going to take action that will change the playing field with gun violence, that we will look back on this and say, oh, well, there was meaning in this killing. It suffered a horrible loss, but we took actions that made a difference. And at Mayors Against Illegal Guns, we believe there are certain actions that can be taken that could contribute to a safer America.
You know, it's interesting because it seems like in many of these mass shootings, the guns were obtained legally. It's really something to think about, because you have these gun laws that are already in place. And there's a lot of frustration out there for people. What more, what more can be done? They're obtained legally. There doesn't seem to be an answer.
After 25 years with the government, certainly I've seen frustrations in that service, but I can tell you this with certainty. When the American government has been determined on an issue, there have been changes that have made this country safer. An example, after 9/11, we made sure that changes were made that airline travel became safe again. After Oklahoma City, I could tell my children that Dad was going to be safe in a federal building. And I am absolutely certain that our government at this moment in time will step forward with experts and determine what it will take to make kindergartners safe. And when we do that, we will look back and say that these children didn't die for nothing at all.
David, I want you to take a look at a timeline that we've put together of the various shootings that have taken place just in this past year. If you take a look up there, we begin with what happened today. We had the mall event that happened earlier this week. and the numbers continue. And you see something like that, it continues to happen despite all the rhetoric that is out there. You know, it's been so many years since Columbine, and yet we have another school shooting. And so I'm wondering, for my family, when is this going to happen again? I mean, it could happen again. We could see another school shooting after today.
Unfortunately, it will happen again unless we do something about it. There has been a lot of talk and little action. Right now, in the U.S., 40% of gun sales occur in this country without any background check. We've heard previous guests talk about mental health problems. Shouldn't we check to make sure someone doesn't have a mental health history before acquiring a gun? It's too soon to know what really happened in this incident, but there are countless murders across this country every day that I believe can be prevented, and I think that is our duty as Americans, our duty as a country, to do that which we can. We cannot prevent every act of violence, but we can prevent many of them. That's what I dedicated my life to in government service, and that's what I will dedicate my life to now with a whole host of people who see today enough is enough. We need action, and it will require talk, but talk followed by action. And this government has done it before, and now's the time that I believe it'll do it again.
Okay, David Chipman, thank you so much for bringing us your experience on this very difficult topic.
Thank you for having me.
So yeah, that's the interview that he provided the Chinese government network. And what's interesting is that as this interview took place, the Chinese government informed their propaganda department to run and push the Chipman piece and not have any attention given to their own issues. Why? There's a reason, guys and gals, that these countries, Mexico, China, Russia, there's a reason that these countries want you disarmed, and I hope you understand that. But this is just another example of Joe Biden, Communist Joe's pick, the wannabe tyrant king, David Chipman, another reason he could never, ever lead a position and be expected, or lead a position, be given a position of leadership and be expected to be normal. Our normal, not their normal. For him to be apolitical, for him to be nonpartisan, and for him to be constitutional. This guy has fought against and tried to delete guns in the Second Amendment and our rights since he got his job in the ATF. I mean, watch the Chipman videos above if this guy is new to you, but he's bad, bad news. If you wouldn't mind, reach out to your senators. I'll have a link down below and reinforce to them no on David Chipman for a myriad of reasons. Now, so far, no comment from the White House on this issue that was, I guess, just happened to be left off of all of the notification forms he had to, where he had to disclose all of his media relations. Maybe just forgot it. Sure. Take that and add in the fact that the Senate Judiciary Committee, at least the Republicans in that committee, are trying or have demanded that either Biden pull the nomination or Chipman comes back before them for another hearing because they want to address the alleged racial comments made by Chipman, and they were still supposed to be looking into the fact that he allegedly lost his duty firearm. Yeah, this seems like the guy that is really responsible and keeps our rights at the forefront. Guy's a joke. Guys and gals, thank you for your time. I really can't express how much you all mean to me by taking time out of your day to watch this channel. It means a lot. And until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, carry a weapon. Always tell your loved ones you love them. Don't take that for granted. Take care, everybody.